Some of the things that are being done from a pedestrian safety perspective, Pam Voidick, Director of Campus Services with Facilities and Services. So the idea is to create a transportation system that still allows us to have a pedestrian-friendly environment that's safe and easy to use. Some of the things that we're looking at are improving crosswalks, improving the areas where people have to cross. The changes that you've seen, I'm sure, along Lincoln Avenue, where it's gone to a 3-lane cross section. We just finished changes on 4th Street to install some raised medians at certain intersections, consolidation of bus stops. A number of things have been done from an overall safety perspective from the Dean of Students' office. They actually worked together with the Mass Transit District to produce a safety, I think it was called Safety Sam. It was a DVD that all incoming students are required to view, and it covers a wide range of safety issues, from personal safety, not walking by yourself at night, to keeping your apartment locked, to looking both ways before you cross the street. There are a number of studies that are ongoing to improve our transportation system, how we move students, faculty, and staff around the campus, because we have probably on any given day about 50,000 people on campus that need to be moving from one building to another at any given time throughout the day, mostly at 10 minutes to the hour.
I'm Rahim Ray Benakohal. I'm a faculty in civil engineering, and my role in this pedestrian crosswalk study was just doing a study for the University of Illinois. We also identified 24 locations on campus, about 10 of them mid-block crossings and about 14 of them intersections. So the problem is this: when you say 98% of people look, that looks impressive, right? Say, oh, that's very good. But imagine this: you have, say, 2% don't look. At Wright and Daniel, during one afternoon, we have 8,000 pedestrian crossing. Okay, this is on the average. We have about 900 pedestrian per hour crossing that afternoon. Now, 2% of that is a lot of people. So 2% looks very small, but 2% of 1,000 is a lot of people. And you don't want to put a single person in a situation that they feel less safe. Imagine this 2% of 1,000. So
the Mass Transit District has done a number of things with strobe lights and audibles on turning movements, because the 2 fatalities with our students involve turning movements and the buses.
My name's Tom Conrad, bus driver and also a radio controller, MTD. That's the first thing they teach in training. They write 3 things on the board. Number 1, safety. Number 2, courteous. Number 3 is schedule. Well, we all, especially me and everyone here, it was real sad that it happened. I know the intersection, and it's on the 22 Illini, and of course we changed that routing. We don't turn there. It's just I don't know. I wish I could see what happened. I definitely wished I could have stopped it. We all do. I mean, it's just it was a great blow. But I know now there's crosswalks there which weren't there before, and it's a 4-way stop, which wasn't before, and our buses go straight there, so hopefully it'll never happen again. Now, I've seen a lot of close calls, the ones coming south we're going to hit students going across the crosswalk. Yeah. And of course now they have to stop. Make eye contact with the bus driver or a car or a truck, whatever's turning. Make sure they see you. You know, don't start walking across if they're looking the other way, or if they're looking up here and you're going to walk across. I know the drivers should, but I'm just saying, for an extra caution, make sure they make contact with the eyes of the driver where they're coming across or turning in front of them.
The university owes it to the 40,000 sets of parents that send their children here to go to school. Regardless of whether they're 18 years old or 22 years old, they're still somebody's child. To provide an environment that's safe as possible. Obviously, you cannot protect people from themselves. I'm not talking about just pedestrian safety. When you're walking down the street and you've got your earbuds in, you don't know if there's a mugger coming up behind you or a bus. it's in your best interest to stay alert and be aware of your surroundings. I know that there's been some comment that that's infringing or impinging on someone's personal rights, but I think our personal rights end when our behavior puts somebody else's safety at risk.
Officer McLean, police officer at the University of Illinois. What they've been trying to do is just educate students on pedestrian safety, and as well as trying to educate people in vehicles on pedestrian safety and vehicle safety. That's what they try to target, New Student Week, try to get it to them when they first get here and let them know this is how we try to do things around here so that they can kind of adjust to that. Yeah, the majority of it is just not paying attention to the traffic in the area around you. It happens all the time, they're late for class, they'll just dart across the street and, go. So there's not much you can do about that until they get hit, and then they want to know why it's the car's fault. We do issue citations for that. I would say most of them are very unsafe. They listen to iPods, they're on their cell phone, they're even talking with somebody else that they're walking with. They got a lot on their mind, what class they're going to, what class they just got out of, what they need to be doing, and they're thinking of that while they're walking to where they're going. So they're not very safe as far as their mode of getting there. So all accidents can be prevented. It basically boils down to he who has the most lug nuts wins. If a little car with just 4 lugs on their wheel runs into a semi-truck, it's usually the semi-truck that's going to win. And that's the same way with pedestrians. Usually on a pedestrian auto crash, the auto wins. The pedestrian doesn't. Pay more attention to what you're doing. Drinking, eating, talking on the phone, listening to the iPod, that's, if you can't walk and chew gum, you shouldn't do it.
So from that perspective, yep, you should look both ways before you cross the street so that you don't step out in front of a car and create a situation that can endanger you or someone else. And it doesn't matter, you can take that further, it doesn't matter whether you're riding a bicycle, whether you're walking across the street, whether you're on a moped, whether you're driving a vehicle or you're getting off a bus. It is your responsibility to be aware of your surroundings.